Anyways, welcome to the Poet Within and Without poetry reading. We had a little switch of venue, and it was a little bit scattered getting here, so I'm glad that we got it together, and I'm glad all the poets arrived except Ray, and that we are going to proceed with our reading, and I know it's going to be quite enjoyable. At the beginning of every 10-week poetry class, it seems as if 10 weeks will take a long, long time to get here, but it just whizzes by. It feels like just yesterday we started. And throughout the 10 weeks, we do about 9 different forms of poetry. And this term, we started with the bento box, Japanese and Korean poems. And so you'll hear a selection of different Japanese and Korean verse today. And the second week, we did Memoriam Stanza. And the Memoriam Stanza was made famous by Tennyson, the Memoriam poem. I think you'll recognize it. It's the Envelope Stanza. It's a very nice poem. And then we did the ballad, which some of the poets turned into song, I believe. And then the following week, we did pastiche. So we took a poem from a poet that we love and admire, and converted their poem into our own poem, using their voice as the basis of our poem. Pastiche is a very effective way to improve your poetry immediately. And then we did the Georgic. And the Georgic is a didactic poem, and it originally started out to teach agriculture and how to cultivate your fields and whatnot. And I think we're going to have a few very interesting Georgic poems, because Georgic poems can also be recipes. So, you know, a poem that's a recipe, pretty fun. And you can learn all sorts of things from Georgic poems, so you're probably going to learn some things tonight. Then we did the Villanelle. And the Villanelle is a poem that runs on 2 rhymes. It's a very, very close rhyme scheme, and it's a poem that children really, really love because of the rhyme scheme that is so close-knit. And then we did blank verse, and we always end up with free verse. Just because after having practiced all those forms, it's nice to just, go free and figure out your own forms. And then, of course, tonight, the poetry reading.